Hi guys, this content was presented during Trailhead Live Atlanta in September 2017. Well, first of all, my name is Matheus Gonçalves. I know this is a tricky name, so I go by Matt. I'm a senior Salesforce developer, and today I'm going to talk about Trailhead and how you can use it to boost your team's knowledge. You probably know what Trailhead is, but if you have no clue, Trailhead is, in a nutshell, a fun way to learn Salesforce, and I mean it. Imagine an online learning platform based on gamification. So once you finish the units in a given the units in a given module, you get a shiny new badge and you level up your character. So whether you are an admin or a Salesforce developer or a Salesforce user or just someone who loves to learn, there's something on Trailhead for you. And well, I don't know if you guys agree, but sometimes learning something new, depending on the platform, it can be boring, right? Like never-ending videos with no interaction whatsoever. But Trailhead is different. First of all, because Trailhead is free and we love free stuff, right? But also because it's engaging, it's fun, and it works. You can test your knowledge and you can use your new skills in real life. You may be asking now, how can you know that? How can you know it works? That's a fair question, so let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I relocated from Brazil to United States. I'm from Brazil. I came here as a senior software engineer. And I came here to work with .NET and Java, basically. I was really comfortable with both platforms until the day that this former boss, he came to me asking, "Hey Matt, do you know how to work with Salesforce?" And I told him, well, I know what Salesforce is, but in order to say I can work with Salesforce, I'll need more like a proper training. And he said, "So we can say you know, right?" And I laughed and he laughed and he left the room. So he was being serious about it. And from that moment on, I became the soon-to-be new Salesforce developer in the company, and I had to learn it as quick as possible. Guess where I found the knowledge I needed? Yes, you're right, Trailhead. So after several badges and modules and trails and units and years coding Apex and applying what I've learned in many different projects, I landed a job as a senior Salesforce developer at Investment, which is a great company based in Atlanta. So there you go. You learn from Trailhead, you apply what you've learned, and you become a better professional. And as you can see here, not even the sky is your limit, right? More and more often, when I face a new challenge on a day-by-day problem, besides looking up on Stack Exchange, or with the amazing Salesforce community we have on social networks like Twitter, I check on Trailhead if there are something about it. And quite often the skill I need, or at least the knowledge I need, is there waiting for me. So let me show you here one example. So this is Trailhead interface. Let's try to search for something here, like Lightning for Visualforce pages, Lightning in Visualforce pages. This is a subject that we've been discussing a lot these days. So let's see what we can find on Trailhead. And as you can see here, there are 547 results for Lightning Visualforce pages, including Lightning design system to style Visualforce pages, or if you scroll down a little bit, you can find develop Visualforce pages for Lightning experience. And this unit it's awesome. Do it. Seriously, it's really helpful. And as an example, a few days ago, I was trying to search for large data volumes because I was facing some problem on my job related to that. And this is what I found. You can plan for and work with large data volumes within Salesforce. This is 1 hour and 20 minutes long, but this is also worth it. But the reason I'm showing you this is because this is the basic layout of a module on Trailhead. You have a few units here. For each one of the units, you have the learn objectives and and by the end of the each one of the units, you have a quiz challenge like this one, or just a challenge, because sometimes you need to code, you need to program, like create some code inside Salesforce, inside what they call Trailhead Playground, and they need to validate that. And the guys from Salesforce, they are very good in translating sometimes really tricky concepts, complicated concepts, in a fun and inviting way, and that helps us to learn even more. So this is awesome. But what I'm trying to say here is, you take challenging and fulfilling tasks that you can accomplish in your pace, that makes you satisfied and happy, because you actually feel that you are developing your abilities. Also, some interesting numbers here. There are more than 450,000 Trailblazers, like Trailhead users around the world. And on Trailhead, you can find more than 250 badges, projects, and super badges. And super badges are even more interesting because they use real-world business requirements, so you can prove what you can do. Let me show you. Let's explore the super badges. There's one super badge that I really love, which is the Apex Specialist. And in order to, you need to unlock super badges. They started all super badge is locked by default. So you need to unlock that by completing other badges. In this case, you need to complete the Apex triggers, asynchronous Apex, Apex integration, and Apex testing, because you need to know like how to automate record creation. You need to know how to synchronize Salesforce data with external system. So that makes sense. You need to complete that, so you have the knowledge first. Also, they put here, and this is really handy, this is really helpful, you know upfront the average duration for the super badge, and you know how many time you need. You have the pre-working notes. You have the use case. As I said, it's really similar to use cases we have in real life. And I strongly advise you to read the use case carefully, because you need to understand every single detail here in order to complete all the steps. And if you do everything correctly, you get a super badge. And as you can see here, there's a lot of points. You earn a lot of points. And just a heads up, if I'm not mistaken, Salesforce will require some super badges in order to get some of the certifications. I don't know if that's applied only for Salesforce developers, but just keep that in mind. Okay, so at this point, you're probably interested in starting something on Trailhead. Let's say you are a member of a team that wants to improve the skills. And well, where to begin? I would say you need to find the right trails for you and your team. If your team member is an admin, show them how to take admin trails. If your team member is a developer, show them how to take developer trails. And here is like here. This is Trailhead interface where you can find different trails. And let's say you are a beginner admin. It keeps like, this is a very dynamic interface, and it shows you the right trails for you. Same thing for developers. There is beginner developer here, some basic concepts. You can combine roles, you can combine levels, and it changes the trails for you, and that's really helpful. And if you just started to work with Salesforce, you just arrived in this universe, I strongly advise you to take basic concepts like that, Salesforce platform basics. So this this module which is Trailhead basics inside Trailhead. It's like Trailhead Inception here. But yeah, this is really awesome. Well, another feature that is worth it to take a look, and that was recently introduced on Trailhead, is the trail mix. Trail mixes are compilations of trails and modules that any Trailhead user can put together. Like, let me show you like here. This is one I've created for me and my team because we've been studying Lightning a lot recently, because we've been discussing switching our knot from classic to Lightning. So as you can see here, it starts with really basic concepts, Lightning experience basics, or like the basic features, and it keeps increasing. The way I created this trail mix, it keeps increasing the difficulty, and of course the last one is a super badge, and so you can become a Lightning experience specialist. And also, as you can see, this is still locked for me. There are 2 models left to unlock, and hopefully I'll be able to get the super badge soon. Besides creating your own trail mix, you can explore trail mixes from other users. Like there's one trail mix that is really I like it a lot, and it's related to earn badges on your phone. Trailhead uses a responsive layout, which means that you can use your phone for several trails. Yes, some of them, they require you to use a laptop or a regular browser interface because they are a little more complex. But you can definitely learn a lot on your phone during your commute, or if you have some time to spare, or whenever you like. And don't forget to share the knowledge with your team. Yes, so there are tons of content covering the Salesforce skills you need to land an amazing job, or to become a better professional, or to take your career to the next level. I hope you are now ready to become a trailblazer. And if you have any questions, my website is mateusgonçalves.com or mathiasgoncalves.com, as you prefer. But you can also find me on LinkedIn as Mateus Gonçalves, or on Twitter at ToadGeek. Thank you very much, and don't forget to share this video with your team as well. See you next time.